there was a point where we kind of decided to shelve it and put it aside and sort of start over again. So when that happened, this is a little over a year ago now. I moved to Berlin for a couple months by myself and sort of regrouped and kind of, you know, relaxed, and got the idea to call Stuart Price from Berlin, who's an old friend of ours, and he was really excited about making a record with us. So we started the record immediately. After I called Stuart, we were on the album like 3 weeks later, and we recorded most of it last summer and a little bit into the fall, and just had a blast. It happened really quickly. It took us about, I don't know, 2 months to write and record it. It was really, and we had a great time making it. It was a lot of fun, and you know, it was so great working with another set of hands on the music. It was so nice to have another set of ears with perspective, and especially someone like him who's just a great soul and very talented. So that's sort of in a long. I'm sorry, it's a long story, but that was the journey of sort of how the record got made.
So Berlin made the change for you it has been an inspiring city for making the record.
Yeah, I mean we recorded most of it in London, but my time in Berlin was I hadn't sort of been by myself, away from the band, away from the boyfriend and the house, and I hadn't sort of been on my own for years. And it was such a great thing to do because I was able to kind of, you know, I didn't have to answer to anybody. I met a bunch of new people. I was sort of forced to meet new people. I was going out all the time and listening to new music and dancing and just having fun and not really having a care in the world, no schedule. You know, we're workaholics. If we're in New York or near a studio, it's like we can't stay out of it. And so when I was in Berlin, I had no studio to go to and nobody to write songs with. So I was sort of forced to not work, which was exactly what I think I needed to do so we could get started.
So Berlin has got a good dance scene.
Yeah, it's got a great nightlife scene. And great music, and there's amazing DJs there, and they take their techno music really seriously, and I love that. You know, both of us are you know, and Baby Daddy, and Anna, we're all huge electronic music fans, and into DJ culture and dance culture, and you know, that was something that was really great for me to kind of get back in touch with again.
I mean, I know Anna's mentioned KLF. I mean, it's really, there's elements from every decade, and I think, but in the end it sounds like a Scissor Sisters record, so I would be reticent to say we listen to a particular album or a particular band. I think that it's the most quintessential Scissor Sisters album.
Yeah, we're looking forward to getting back out there. I don't think our shows have ever really been about anything other than the people on stage making the music and really enjoying making that music with each other and sharing it with people.
And even though we are sort of a pop band to some people, we really consider ourselves a rock and roll band, and we go out and play rock and roll shows, and we want to sweat, and we want people to have fun, and we want people to dance, and we want it to be an interactive experience. And with Anna, it can quite often be very interactive, whether the audience likes it or not.
We want it to be like the best rock show you've ever been to, but also the best rave you've ever been to. So it would have elements of both.